What is going on, my fellow nerdettes? So today's kind of a different video. As you guys can see, I have my custom Dark Magicians. You know, kind of a small history. I've always been into Yu-Gi-Oh! Since I was younger. I remember collecting the cards, playing, dueling, and stuff like that. So I've always been into Yu-Gi-Oh! Some sort of collecting. So I think that's kind of what, you know, brought me into the collecting pops. I've always been a collector of something, and it started off with Pokemon cards, and then I went to Yu-Gi-Oh! But with Yu-Gi-Oh! I would actually play competitively and stuff like that when I was in California, stationed in Pendleton. So I just slowly got out of it, but it's always a soft spot, you know, because it's one of those things where it's like, you like if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh! Player, you know you can never really get out of Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is very true. That's why I have my character decks and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just really cool. I'm so happy they're coming out with more pops, the Egyptian god cards and stuff like that. But when they came out with these pops, I was very excited, especially when they released the Dark Magician. Like, I felt that they should have released Dark Magician when they released Yugi instead of the Dark Magician girl. But that's just on me. I'm just happy we got him in the first place. And so I've always been a huge fan of the different Dark Magician, the colorways and stuff like that. He honestly, my favorite card is Caius the Shadow Monarch, but the Dark Magician is a very close second. So yeah, very happy to have the pops, and very happy I was able to customize them. Now, when it comes to customizing, I have my own definition of it. If you change anything when it first, like if you get it mint and you change anything on it, that's you customizing it. You have your own vision, you have your own thought of what you think it should be. Some people be like, oh, you just, you know, you just change the color or whatever it is. They want to say it's actually a custom, but to me, that's what it is to me. So that's my definition. If you have your own, good on you. Don't care. I have mine and what I think it is, and hopefully you guys have the same. If not, then hey, you know, to each their own. Yeah, so I'm gonna go one by one, and I'll let you guys see what card I based it off of and kind of my thoughts of it, and then yeah, hopefully enjoy the video. Alrighty, so here's the first one. So obviously this one isn't a custom. This is the way the Dark Magician came, so it's based off of this card right here, the regular one you got in the starter deck. Unfortunately, this one isn't first edition. It's very hard to find one that's first edition, but yeah, I use this in my character deck profile, or like my character decks when I play. But like I said, I was very happy when this one came out. It was exclusive to Hot Topic, and at the time they were having the 3 for like $27. So I actually grabbed, I believe, 6 of them, 6 or 7 of them. I don't remember. No, I went back one time to get one, and then I just got the one, and then after that they had the sale, and that's when I grabbed a few of them. It wasn't to resell, it was because I was like, you know what, I want to make you know, I like, there's so many different Dark Magicians, I wanted to make a custom you know, of him. So I really like the mold, really good. I like the way it came out. But yeah, so that is the first one. Alrighty, so I had to go back to my Instagram to see which one of these I did first. So I did do the Arcana Dark Magician one first. I know at first I didn't have like his like tan skin and the little like black marks underneath his eyes, but I did go back eventually to add that, because without that I feel like it wasn't actually Arcana Dark Magician. So he is based off of this Dark Magician right here. If you guys don't know Arcana, this is his Dark Magician. Really awesome episode. Like when this first came out, I loved the fact that they came out with like a different version of the Dark Magician. I remember it took us a long time to get this in the US. I remember when I was a kid, I would go to Safeway and they had a vending machine that was like full of you know, like different packs of cards, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, basketball, baseball, and they would sell singles. Well, the singles, it was this picture, but it was in Japanese and we weren't able to use them. So it took us like, I think this, like the actually English one came out, and I think it was like in a special deck pack that came with like 3 different decks, but it was only like, it was pretty recent. It was probably like a, you know, like a few years ago, you know, that this one actually came out, when it was out for a long time before that. So definitely one of my favorite Dark Magicians, definitely one of my favorite episodes. Really cool. With this one, I believe I just spray painted him white with just regular spray paint, and then it was like no, it was a chalky spray paint, because like the texture is really weird. But I went back over later and I painted it with just acrylic paint, but with it being like the chalky color, it gave it like that chalky texture. I don't know if you can see, but when I painted it, it gripped the paint really well. So that was one thing that I did like about it, is that it did take the paint that I used, the acrylic paint, and it you know, it didn't smear it or anything like that. So only bad thing is that it has like a weird like like it has the chalky look and has a chalky feel, but I mean I don't mind it, so really cool. So yeah, that is the first custom I did of the Dark Magician. So yeah, really cool. Alrighty, so the second one I did was this metallic Dark Magician, and that is based off of the okay. Well, this is the tin one, but I believe that the same look was used off the Legend of Blue Eyes one. So you had the starter deck that had the other Dark Magician, which is this one, and then in the first pack, you got this Dark Magician. Like I said, this is off of I believe this is from one of the tins, but it was still the same look and still the same colorway. So it was really weird because like his like skin is kind of like greenish. I didn't really like that, so I didn't put that on the pop. But the metallic, purple and red, I think looks really nice. I'm surprised they didn't do like a box lunch version like how they did with the Blue Eyes, where he's metallic in a shirt. But with this one, I believe I just spray painted it. So this one was harder because as you guys can see, it's not perfect. There's a bunch of small little mess ups. But with this one, I had to paint it. I painted it that all that color purple, and then I actually went back with I think it was like a paint marker that was red, and because the metallic was so not shiny, but because it was so kind of like like the paint couldn't grip to the metallic, so I did smear kind of a lot, which I wasn't too happy about. And because the acrylic paint that I used would not stick to it at all, it would just smear it, so it didn't look well. So I ended up going to a pen marker, and it did work out a lot better. So like I said, they're not perfect, but I like them. I enjoy them. Hopefully you do as well. But so that's where I got this one off of, was the Legend of Blue Eyes Dark Magician. So yeah. Okay, so this is the next Dark Magician I did. I believe this one was off of the movie. It was a different take, kind of like Grayscale, which I thought was pretty neat. So with this one, I used I believe it was the chalk one as well, but I think it was like a color gray, and then I just went back over with like the silver, the light gray pen marker, which actually gripped the chalkiness just as well as the red Dark Magician. So that was really neat. And then with this one, I did do the kind of tealish face with the white hair, and then like the black around the eyes. So it's pretty cool. I know I didn't add too many details when it came to the front of the cloth. To me, that was it was really hard to do. But I still like the way it came out. I mean, you guys get the point of how it looks. So this one was really neat, really fun to do, and I'm very happy it came out as well as it did. So yeah. Alrighty, now this one probably has to be one of my favorite ones. Like when I first, so this one was just I spray painted the whole thing just like a glossy black. It just like the glossy black, but it looks so freaking amazing. Like it just looks so nice. I almost wanted to leave it just like that, but this is one of my favorite Dark Magician cards. This is was it a Shonen Jump exclusive one? Really cool artwork, really different, kind of like sinister, menacing looking, which I think is amazing. He does have like a lot of other like Sharpie points that he has on the card that he doesn't have on his armor, so I wasn't able to add all that, but I did paint whatever I could in this shiny metallic paint marker. Same with the other one. Since this was like a gloss, it was really hard to stick, but I was able to get what I could on there. And then with this one, because everything else was shiny, I did add, I painted his face, and then they have like this like kind of like a clear coat of gloss. So I just did the acrylic paint on the face, and then I went over it with the glossy finish. So that's why it looks a little bit better. But yeah, this one is really cool. I love staring at just like how glossy the black is, and then like how well it looks. Like just from the back right there, just look like that color itself looks so freaking awesome. So we'll see if I do a different Dark Magician this color black, but I don't know. We'll see. For now, I'm pretty good, but you never know. But really cool. I absolutely love this pop. This one's one of my favorite variant of the Dark Magician. So really cool. Alrighty, now this is the Dark Paladin, a different variant of the Dark Magician because he's fused with Buster Blader, but one of my all-time favorite monsters right here. So Caius the Shadow Monarch is my first favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card ever. Then it goes Dark Magician, then probably Exodia, and then Buster Blader. Like when Buster Blader first came out, when he was going against the Egyptian god card, like I was like, holy crap, this guy's freaking awesome. And then when he fused him and they created this badass, like I like just everything about him is freaking awesome. Like Dark Paladin itself probably jumps above Dark Magician. Well, maybe a little bit under, but still, So when when I got this, I was like, I have to do this card. So this one, the bottom part, I think, is just like a really metallic teal that I found. And this one was very hard to put the paint marker on because you could tell the paint marker. I got a gold one. There was no like super shiny glossy gold, so I ended up just getting this gold. Very hard to put on. It took me a long time. It took a lot of time. I had to, like, I think one time restrip it all and then repaint it again because it was so frustrating. But I was finally able to do it. Still, some, as I said, it's not perfect, but really really cool. I love that I added all these jewels that are on around his like collar and stuff like that. Just, you know, those small things that how he has him here on his knuckles. I actually cut off the front of the staff. I got a different sword off of a different pop, and I kind of created that one there. And then same, you know, he has the diamonds right here on these knuckles. And then he also has like a jewel, I think, on his like little kneecaps, and then also on the middle part under here, under, you know, right there on his whatever you call it, cloak or whatever that is. But yeah, super tough. Super hard. I didn't think I actually could pull this one off, so I was amazed by myself that I actually did. So I was very very happy how this one came out. Same with the face. I put the clear coat on there of the gloss just to make it look a little bit shiny instead of flat, because the rest of it is pretty shiny. So yeah, really really like this one of my favorite ones as well, and very hard to do. Probably won't ever do another one again, but very very happy how this one came out. So yes, very very pleased. Alrighty, so one more little 360 look at all other Dark Magicians that I've done. We'll see if I do any more. Honestly, I don't think I will unless they come out with a new card that I like. You know, like the I guess like the colorway on. They have come out with a few new Dark Magician artwork variants, but it's still basically the same color. So we'll see. I mean, I'm not totally into the game anymore, but I do, you know, kind of see what's new and what's coming out and stuff like that. So, but yeah. So this is one last look of him. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see which customs I do next. Yeah, I can't wait to show you guys the customs that I've done so far and the ones that I will be continuing to do. So make sure you follow me on Instagram because I usually post my pictures down there. It'll be linked in the description down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know which one your favorite Dark Magician is. So that'll be cool. Or your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card, or which pop you hope comes out as a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I was hoping for Exodia, and I got it. I hope they come out with the 10-inch one, but I'm not sure if they will. No, Funko, they might do a 6-inch and a 10-inch, but I think 10-inch Exodia would be amazing. But yeah, I'm kind of going off. But let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. And as always, remember, stay nerdy.